Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 1612 Southeast Catsop Street here in Portland. Anyway, sorry for the delay there. Located at 16112 Southeast Catsop Street here in Portland. Got a 3-inch ABS cleanout here at the front of the house. We're off to the left of the front doorway. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We're going to introduce water to the line here in just a moment. Here we go. Now here at 22 feet, it transitions from 3-inch ABS over to 6-inch concrete, and then transitions again almost immediately over to 6-inch terracotta clay pipe. And I'll do locates on the way back, but that's generally when you see that transition like that, especially on a brand spanking new house, that's usually where the line is transitioning from homeowner responsibility over to the city. That transition should be at the street curb. Now, unfortunately, due to the lip on that pipe there, my camera is just running straight into that joint. That joint's become offset, and the camera's just running into that and not able to pop up over the top. I'm going to do locates really quick here. That should be out in the street and the city's responsibility. I was finally able to finagle the camera enough to pop over that. And I just located that. That's actually not quite to the street there. It's in the grass curb strip area. I have marked that with a white X. It's at 5 feet 2 inches deep. And here at 48 feet, we have reached the main lateral. I just located the camera head successfully, and we are at the main lateral in the middle of the street on Southeast Clatsop. I'm going to go ahead and start reeling back. It's worth checking with the city. Generally, where I see responsibility change hands from homeowner to the city is at the street curb area. Where we have that, there's a few offset joints here in the terracotta. Most of them are fairly minimal, kind of like that one there. But the one that my camera was hanging up at is more concerning. It was big enough that my camera is having a really hard time getting past, and so will toilet paper trying to come through. You can see how toilet paper just kind of gets lodged down in those joints, like right here in the spot. But right about here, this is where the street curb is at. 31 feet was where that offset joint was, and that's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet from the street curb area. So I have marked this spot right here with a white X. I do recommend a repair here to correct the joint, as that could easily cause debris to hang up there in that spot as it hung my camera. But it could also be allowing water to seep out into the ground. That joint's opened up enough that it's possible. But you need to check with the city to see if this is also their responsibility. Generally, when I see brand new homes like this, utilizing an older line, generally where that new line stops is generally where responsibility changes hands, but in this circumstance it's not quite all the way to the street curb, so it's important to verify where that transition of responsibility is. And I'll locate this spot right here too. I'm picking this location up right in the sidewalk area. Someone has already drawn a white T on the sidewalk, but the line kind of angles over towards the other unit. Or pretty darn close to it anyway. It's still in front of this home. But from right here in the sidewalk area on out, the pipe is still original. It's still functioning all right. It's old. There's some separated joints. Obviously, that one at 31 feet is separated pretty significantly. I do recommend a repair there. At this point, if this is all the city's responsibility, then it will be up to them to do whatever they will with it. At this point, though, if this is still homeowner responsibility, I recommend updating the line all the way to the street curb. But the change of responsibility may be slightly different in this circumstance. It might be in the sidewalk area. Sometimes it is. It also looks like we might have some dirt that's coming through the joint there at 31 feet out. It does look like it's opened up to the ground. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the ground, or out of the pipe here. The ABS pipe is all in great shape and functioning properly. Once you get to 23 feet, it transitions over to the original line here from the original house. And I did find that offset joint at 31 feet, which I recommend correcting. You need to contact the city, though, to find out if responsibility changes hands at the sidewalk area or the street curb. Because I do recommend updating the line all the way to the street curb, as the pipe is old and original. It's showing separation at that one joint, and it's time for that pipe to be updated, in my opinion, especially with a brand spanking new house here.